Before we move off 2.1, I understand Senator Hughes has a couple of questions.
A couple of quick ones if I can. Thank you, Chair. Minister, if I can just come to you, I guess. A lot of the focus has been around mental health and our response within the, looking within the prism of COVID and the responses that the government has made to mental health provisions. But also then looking at the Productivity Commission report. I guess if you could clarify for me, was this the result of looking at systemic reforms to mental health, or was it about addressing immediate reform? So more structural reform to the whole process,
yep, and the
or more
department
immediate
may
reforms?
wish to add, but the PC report is very much about systemic reform to the system. And the government commissioned the Productivity Commission's report in recognition of the devastating impact that mental health is having. But you are right, it is about systemic reform to the system.
Yeah, okay. So when, and I know we've just had a bit of confusion about the report being the final report, not quite the final report, looking at how things might change before it's finally tabled. Is part of that process going to be looking at community feedback and comments that might come? And part of that, if I can just, the autism inquiry that I'm currently chairing, and we're on hold, thanks COVID, but one of the things that we are looking at is the linkage between autism and mental health, that people with autism have a 10 times higher rate of suicide, and a part of that is because sometimes mental health issues get treated as part of the autism rather than as separate conditions. So obviously there'd be people within that community that have contributions to potentially make to the report. Are those opportunities going to exist for community feedback before the report's finally tabled?
My understanding is the Minister has indicated that there will be an opportunity for the community to respond after the report is released. So in the context that you've just referred to, the answer is yes.
And the Prime Minister's made comments that, we've just come out of one budget, and guess what? We've got another one round the corner in May, which will be upon us before we can blink. But that he will be making comments with regards to that Productivity Commission report in the 2021 May budget.
It's more so that we'll be responding
to it then?
In the context of that budget, yes.
Yeah, so that's when we can expect the government's response to it.
Yes.
All right, thank you for clarifying that, Minister.